Looks like we are live. Let me just verify here. All right, we are live. So today I am apologizing for the delay. We were supposed to be on at 10 o'clock today. However, we had some technical difficulties with Zoom and streaming to Facebook. So it's just me. My name is Leanna Carson of White Peak Social. Today I'm going to kind of talk about 3 ways to measure ROI in digital marketing. And these are based off of some questions that you guys have asked us, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or other marketers who have come to us inquiring about questions. And so I would have loved to have had Shannon Benetti from Crossover Communications on here. She was supposed to talk about 3 ways that you can measure ROI in public relations beyond the money aspect. So hopefully we'll have her on next week where she can share that with you guys, because there are some really, really cool ways that you can measure ROI and ensure that your brand and your company are being top of mind for your audience and potential customers. But today I'm specifically going to talk about 3 ways to measure ROI in digital marketing. And one of them is related to these questions. And so I'm going to go ahead and ask one of the questions that was asked to myself. So a lot of social media users measure success based on followers. How do you build a following, and why is it important to not only focus on that? So this is a great question because a lot of people focus on that follower number, whether it's on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. They're looking at that vanity metric. And while that vanity metric is sometimes important, there's also a lot that goes into it that doesn't really matter. What really is how you are engaging with people across your platform, whether it's Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. And are you engaging in conversation? Are people actually seeing your post? Are they interested in your post? Are you providing knowledge and value to them? So it's really important to build a following, but to build a following that actually cares about what you're doing. And so with a lot of our clients, we really focus on providing value to their potential customers in everything they're doing. So we really focus on that 80-20 rule of 80% knowledge, resource, free tips, all of that stuff, and then the 20% really on the sales side. And I think a lot of companies and businesses that are really focusing just on pushing things out there that are not necessarily related to actually providing resources and value, but instead just being salesy, we really do see that decline in that vanity metric of followers. So it's really important that while it is a vanity metric, you can consider it into your analytics and data, but really focus on those impressions, the amount of engagement, and the overall shares and saves of those posts, because that's really what's important, because that means that people like what you're putting out there and they're willing to share it with their friends, their family, and other followers. So that was the first question. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I will try to get to them. I know, like I said, we're 15 minutes into this already, so if we have some time at the end, I will answer those questions. The second question I did receive was what website traffic is a great way to calculate your ROI. How do we at White Peak measure that and analyze that? Well, there's a few different ways. The first is Google Analytics. And if you're a business owner and you don't have Google Analytics set up on your website, you need to go do it now. It's a free resource and one of the most utilized resources for any digital marketing agency, any PR agency. Google Analytics is like the true blue. It's been here for so long. It's the most accurate, and it's where you're going to get tons of information for free. And you may not understand all of the information, and that's totally fine. Most marketing agencies, specifically at White Peak, we offer a 24/7 reporting dashboard for our clients where they can go and see metrics that they're really focused on, whether that's traffic to their websites, conversions, especially where that traffic is coming from. Is it coming from Instagram? Is it coming from Facebook? where is it coming from? Because that's really important to know, how those platforms are, doing in terms of your overall marketing strategy. So we really like to focus on that, but then we also like to ensure that people don't just focus on that, because a lot of times, social media is a long-term game. It's one of those things that's not optional and you should be doing it. But at the end of the day, if I'm looking personally on Facebook or Instagram and I find your business, I'm probably going to follow it for a little while and then probably convert into being a paying customer. And sometimes that transition is seeing that brand awareness across social media, and then maybe one day just hopping on Google and searching whatever website or company that is and going straight to them. So sometimes it's not that one-to-one direct from social to the website. Social media sometimes is that one where it's there for a long time and then people might bump around. So that's why we always recommend, if you are a business and you have a landing page or whatever it is on your website, a really easy way to figure out where your customers are coming from is a quick question that says, how did you hear about us? Was it social media? Was it from a friend? Was it from a family member? Was it from a Google ad? Whatever it is, it's really important to kind of ensure that you kind of know where they're coming from, to make sure that you are investing in those areas of your business that are actually working for you, because they're all dependent on the business, company, and brand. The last question I got was, can you talk about the optimal time for engagement? And so this is a really big one, because we don't want to spend our entire lives on social media or on our website or whatever it is. We want to go out there. We want to interact with people. We want to engage with people. And so something that's really important is to make sure that you're engaging with them. So if you post on social media at 10:30 today, I highly recommend that within the next 24 hours, you're engaging not only with people that are commenting on that specific post, but going out and engaging with people that are maybe active during that time. I think it's really important that you don't just post and forget about it, because people that may have questions and comment on your post may not know that you're not directly on there right at that moment. So it's really important to go and engage within 24 hours. Anything longer than that, unless you're posting 2 to 3 times a day and you get a ton of messages where you can only get back to them within a week's time, for the most part you can respond, and the optimal time is to really engage with them within 24 hours of you posting. And I think that's really important for the engagement time of an email. If you have a potential customer and they have taken the time to email you, try to get back to them within 48 hours. I mean, even a simple message, if you are completely slammed, just send them a note saying, I saw your message. I have a very great response for this. However, I'm a little behind and delayed. I promise I will get back to you by the end of this week. Whatever it is, it's just showing that you actually care about your clients and potential customers. And I think that's really important. So a few other ways to measure ROI in digital marketing, besides those impressions, besides engagements, is to ask, people that follow you, how did you hear about me? When did you start following me? Or connect with your followers on a different level and measure the ROI by really engaging in conversation privately with them. And through Instagram, through Facebook, through Twitter, there is direct messaging capability. So go in there, and if you see your followers interacting with you, send them a message and just say thank you, or how can I help you? Or, if you're a realtor, are you looking at buying a house right now? Is there anything that I can guide you with? Mind me sending you this free guide. I would love to share this with you. Whatever it is, just kind of provide that value, and that return on investment will go way beyond money. You'll be seeing people that are loyal to you in the long run. They're not there with you for a one-time purchase, but they're with you for an entire year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, whatever it is. Those loyal customers are more important now than ever. And they're a great way to really measure your return on investment and how you're maintaining that customer relationship and customer loyalty with them. So those are my 3 ways to measure ROI in digital marketing. Next week, we'll have Shannon Benetti on, and she can talk about 3 ways to measure ROI and PR. And if you don't know what PR is, that is public relations. We're really excited to have her on. She has a ton of insight. That is her area of expertise. I claim to know nothing about that area. She is seriously awesome. And we're so happy that we are able to partner with her through this Marketing in the Slow Economy video series. And as I mentioned at the beginning, it is every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. right here on Facebook. We try to start sharp at 10 a.m. However, there are always technical difficulties, it seems. So we'll be here between 10 and 10:30. Usually every Tuesday and Thursday for the foreseeable future. If you have questions, you can ask us in the comments below, and myself, one of my team members, or Shannon, if it's PR related, we'll get back to you as soon as possible with any questions that you have. And then feel free to come and join us on Instagram or Facebook. We're at whitepeak.io and Shannon's at Crossover Communications. And if you have questions, ask us there, and we can make a cool video about it on one of these video series each Tuesday and Thursday. And if it's a question that's asked a lot, we would love to kind of share it with everyone else. So that's it for today. It was a short video because it's just me, but I hope that gave you guys some insight on 3 ways that you can measure ROI that go beyond the money and conversions, but really in the long term help you as a brand, help you as a company, and help you maintain and grow that customer relationship with potential customers and current customers, so that your brand and business can be around for the call. So that's it for today. Again, my name is Leanna Carson with White Peak Social. If you have any questions, let us know, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday. See ya.